Hello all, and welcome to the zoo.
Why am I here?
Minions of the Zoo is a lovable ragtag group of misfits that sprang up initially as a fan group to Ranting Monkey, Scribelite, Some Dumb American, and their joint Lords of the Night livestream show. Late night discussions in Discord quickly evolved into streams of their own, with each member bringing something new and different to the table for discussion. Led by the incomparable Reject PPC and the One-Ton Hammer, the group rotates hosts known as Zookeepers.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I'm your host for this evening, One-Ton Hammer.
I will be your Zookeeper tonight, Reject.
Alright, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Lucky Pop-Tart Inquisitor.
Sanguine.
Skep Tock.
I'm Prospero.
And I'm Delahazed.
Regular streamers, they're known as minions, and special guests are known as traveling exhibits. They're on a nightly basis, so that each show has something unique and fresh for our audience. Minions of the Zoo currently streams at 10:30 Central Standard, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time.
Let's be xenophobic, it's really in this year. Let's find a nasty, slimy, ugly alien to fear. There's no more cutesy stories about E.T. phoning home. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome. We know we ought to hate them, they're different, you see. We've seen they're mean and ugly on movies and TV. The folks that ought to know have told us how it's got to be. The gospel truth is found in scenes from Alien and V. Let's wipe out any life form that seems to be a threat. We'll serve them up a genocide they never will forget. 'Cause if we miss a couple, they'll breed a couple more. And soon we'll all be hating twice as many as before. You see, aliens can never be as good as humankind. A more delightful race than us you'll never ever find. So step aside, you star slime, we're ready for your worst. We know you want to beat us, enslave us and defeat us, oppress us and browbeat us unless we get you first.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the zoo. I'm your Zookeeper tonight, Inquisitor. Minions joining me are Eeyore.
Good evening, everyone.
And Mr. Adam.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a ribbon out of my head.
Well, if you do, be sure to let it breathe. You don't want a dead rabbit in your hat.
It might be the wrong hit.
So how is everyone this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay, and I'm just gonna, we're gonna follow up on something that we were talking about before we went live, but and the audience didn't hear. But I'm not gonna make excuses for Jim Carrey or Tommy Lee Jones. They were easily the worst parts about that movie, but Val Kilmer, he was a good Bruce Wayne. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, God. And this is where we're gonna have our stance. Who's the best Batman?
Who's the best Batman? I'm not wearing hockey pads.
To bounce in, I'll agree with Quiz. You have to separate the two sides, and unfortunately that Batman they're memeing, I forget who played him, is the best Batman, but I'll agree with Quiz on Bruce Wayne.
Oh, come on!
Hey, man, the reason why I made this perfectly clear on Twitter. The reason why the Dark Knight movies are good is in spite of the ridiculous meme-worthy voice that Christian Bale did for Batman. He still, was the fucking ninja vigilante that you expect Batman to be. That's why those movies were great.
You don't understand. It's not just being out there. in hockey pants. You have to be out there with justice.
Justice. With a side of spaghetti. Yes. Like I said, it's meme worthy. It's bad. It's bad. All right.
And you know what's even funnier is you get right into the next video or the next movie, and you have fucking what's his name, Bane. Oh, what I'm doing is for the people.
You think you were born in the darkness, but you merely use it. I was born into it, molded by it. Yeah. Silly voices all around. But they're still good movies.
Oh yeah. I mean, honestly, the fucking, I still say Heath Ledger Joker. That's the best performance, hands down.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
There's nothing wrong with any Joker's performance. You can say who you prefer, one over the other, and so on and so forth. I think they all have their merits. Even fucking Jared Leto, who, let's be honest, he's by far, comparatively speaking, in quality, one of the worst iterations of the Joker. But I'm an apologist for that.
Well,
movie.
he was also in he was in Justice League, wasn't he? Or because he wasn't just in his own movie. He was in the other one, right?
He was in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, but before they cut it.
Yeah. Like I said, he was in the Snyder Cut.
There's that.
To throw in, I recently watched a video on 3 iterations of the Joker. The old classic one, Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix. They each embodied what the Joker sort of meant in their respective eras.
You mean Cesar Romero?
Yeah, you going back that far? He didn't even shave his mustache?
You just put the grease paint over the mustache. It's fine.
Yeah.
But what I mean is, the classic era Joker, it's more a corporate villain.
Well, he was
more upstanding.
He was
more
a camp. He was camp.
Exactly. Enter Heath Ledger, you have a straight up insurgent force of chaos.
Yes.
And Joaquin Phoenix, is he really a villain, or is he a hero of his own messed up story?
I don't know. He should have just left the Empire to fucking Gladiator. I don't know why he had to fucking meddle with that shit. He lost me on that.
That's a callback to the opening here. Let's learn to love our neighbors like the Christians learned in Rome.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? I'm perfectly fine.
Oh,
with
come
that
on.
dude.
Xenos are friendly.
Perfectly fine with that dude so long as he doesn't sing.
I am Javert.
Oh, God. No. Who thought that was a good idea?
Hey, you know what? I was in Les Mis. I had the distinguished part of you at the barricade, listen to this. So I could relate.
On like a community production of Les Mis or something? Or
yeah,
cool.
Community theater.
Cool. I had no idea you were a thespian.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
I try and dabble in it when I can, when the opportunity allows.
Have you?
You can only.
Have you gone to
What's
any of the productions here in the town where I live at the community college? Because apparently they put on plays like all the time.
No, yeah, they do. I do not, but I do know a lot of people who are, part of that group. I still have ties to a lot of my theatrical compadres over there.
Cool.
So we say.
Cool. Like I said, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah.
See about getting into production, man.
No.
No.
These people are fucking crazy. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, no. Theater people are crazy. And they'll tell you straight too. That they're fucking nuts.
Well, yeah. And say there was that one group of people from the one college that would do the reenactment of Rocky Horror Picture Show while the Rocky Horror Picture Show played at the that one theater that's now no longer there. Every Friday, we get some weird thespian people here in the burbs of Chicago.
Yep. The closer to the city you get, too,
Oh yeah.
Everybody wants to get to that second city. Second City Ballet.
Why do you want to go to Canada? Oh wait, hold on. No, that's the Groundlings. Never mind.
Who wants to go to Canada?
Hey, Canada's not that bad.
Is it?
No.
It can be.
I mean, well, in all fairness, you did give us the late great Norm Macdonald, so I'll give
Is
you
he
that.
Canadian?
Yep.
I saw people saying that he was Canadian. I didn't think he was Canadian.
Yeah, he
Oh, a lot of national treasures are actually Canadians.
Yep, like John Candy. And,
oh yeah, John Candy is Canadian. I knew that.
They started on it was like a local comedy show, like a TV show or some bullshit like that. You know how them Canucks do.
My favorite.
It's actually not even that hard to avoid bad Canadians. All you have to avoid is the Toronto-Quebec City corridor.
Oh, you want to?
Not even the rest of Quebec.
You want to talk about avoiding bad Canucks? Let me tell you, I can have a whole book ready for you tomorrow.
On who?
Top of the list is Sora. Right next to it is Jen. There you go. Top 2 lists of Canucks.
Hey, those are good Canadians. It's
hey,
good.
you're lucky first, sir. You Canadians. You make me laugh.
I'll say I really like a lot of Canadian comedy shows. I've been really kind of obsessed with Letterkenny recently. Went and watched all of it. You know Letterkenny. Eve made you watch it.
Oh yeah.
I've watched.
Yeah.
I've watched every episode of it.
They actually dived in.
Oh yeah, I've watched every episode. I'm waiting on season 10. It's really good. I think it's pretty great. It started off as a like a YouTube skit sort of thing, and then it got picked up by Crave TV in Canada, and then now it's on Hulu. But yo-ho and a bottle of rum.
Well, I was interested. They reminded me of Trailer Park Boys, so I was.
I say, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me a lot of early Kevin Smith. We're talking like Mallrats and Clerks.
Oh yeah.
Or SLC Punk.
Yes, where it's just like a straightforward camera shot.
Well, it's like it's quick. It's witty. The dialogue is punchy. It's that sort of yeah.
Dialogue, people talking to each other. Chewbacca. I don't know if you know this, Eeyore, but that's they were discussing the workers on the Death Star and whether or not it was good for them to dismiss the Death Star while the workers were working. Just thought you'd like to know, Eeyore.
I have to interject with a little bit of general insurrection / rebellious activity. They're going to put civilians in the way of shields. Who cares? You have to fight for the cause, you fight for the people.
What do you mean?
So you think it's perfectly okay to kill contractors? You monster.
I mean, you think that they would put aside their
If it destroys a military asset of serious risk, yes.
What the fuck?
You're a horrible, horrible monster.
I'd also go as far as industry assets, too.
So you heard it here first, folks. Eeyore is okay with war crimes.
No, hey. The targeting of military and industry assets has already been proven not to be against the Geneva Conventions.
Just remember, as Luke's flying away, hollering about how he managed to get them shots in the blast hole, there's a contractor worker who's sitting there thinking, you know what? I just made enough to get my daughter a nice Christmas.
Okay, there weren't any contractors on the first. It was completed and fully accepted into service.
You don't know that. You don't know that. There's obviously people who are replacing tiles and furniture and faucets and stuff. Come on, man.
Plumbers and electricians. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have
they're
some on staff. I mean,
they ain't all wearing, the white helmets there, sir.
Someone with a more specific background in the nomenclature, but logistics and maintenance officers.
Well, maybe it's the American in me, and I can't let, just random people go to waste.
Wait, are you talking about ramp? Are you talking about ramp?
Perhaps
the American in you. Dresden, have you heard it?
Get out of here.
do you know what ramp is? Ramp. Yep. Stands for rear echelon, motherfucker!
That's how we roll.
Oh yes, all those lovely support personnel.
Ramp. Ramp!
I mean, we didn't used to leave them behind, but I guess now they do.
Now you made it real.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Little snapback to reality. Oh, shit.
I don't want to be a reality right now.
You and me both, Bubba.
Have I mentioned lately how much I love the soundtrack to this fucking game? It's such a good soundtrack.
Wait, to what game?
Hades. Have you played it?
I have not. I've seen a lot of images of it. Looks good.
You should. It's really, really good. And it's got an amazing soundtrack. It blends like traditional ancient Greek instruments with like heavy metal. It's awesome.
It's a random generated dungeon crawler, correct?
Yeah, it's a roguelike.
Ah, roguelike, yes.
Yeah. Very much like Binding of Isaac, or minus the musical like integration cadence of Hyrule cadence. There was it. That's a Crypt of the Necrodancer? Yeah, I think that's the name of it. I say I played a little bit of the original Crypt of the Necrodancer before, you know, it got the Nintendo tie-in on PC. And one thing I gotta say I respect the shit out of that game for is the fact that it's got algorithms that you can put your own music in the game and have it play that music while you're playing it, and it'll change, like, you know, the beats per minute and the rhythm of you know, like how you actually play the game. It's really interesting. They really did themselves with it.
That's the one where everybody bounces around to the sound of the music, right?
Yeah, to the beat of the music. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I was wondering why they made a big hubbub about that title. It looks nice. It looks interesting.
It's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. The PC version, like I said, you can the Crypt of the Necrodancer version, not the Cadence of Hyrule version. You can actually put your own music in it. But the Nintendo Switch version comes locked and loaded with a whole bunch of Zelda music. And, you know, like Zelda-themed bosses, you can play as Link, you know, so on and so forth. It's cool shit, but, again, in my opinion, PC version's better because you can put your own music in it.
Well, I mean, PC is master race, isn't it?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've come to understand. What do you think, Donkey?
I prefer having the objects in which I purchased before me, thank you, not purchased as a service on some stupid software.
You could have just said yes, sir, and been done with it, but you had to go and expand.
No, you asked me a question, you got an answer.
Well, to be fair, I agree with them. Fuck games as a service. It's a way that...
Express it entirely. I want a hard copy.
Yep. I'll say, speaking of, Limited Run Games just put out a tweet today saying that they're fulfilling the Castlevania Collection, but the people that ordered the special editions are going to have to wait a little bit, which is okay, because I ordered the special edition, so it means I'm going to have to wait a little bit, but I say I'm just happy that I'm probably going to get it before December, so getting it in November sometime.
What do you mean the Castlevania Collection, the one where it has the titles all the way up till the Symphony of the Night type of stuff? Or?
It's Castlevania 1, Castlevania 2, Castlevania 3, Castlevania 4, Castlevania Bloodlines, and Kid Dracula Aku Ichimanji, which was never released here in the States. And I think one more. Okay. Oh, I think it might have the Game Boy ones too? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it has the Game Boy ones. The only thing I don't like about that is it doesn't have the Japanese Castlevania 3 soundtrack. At least as far as because I picked it up, it was on sale on the eShop a couple days ago, and I picked it up, and I was hoping to be able to play the third game with the Japanese soundtrack, but it doesn't. It has it on there. I could be mistaken though, but
I have no idea.
That's good. It's a good collection. I like it.
I say, yeah, I got the limited run physical copy of it ordered, so whenever it gets here is when I'll have it in my hot little hands.
Is the casing arranged like a classic video game box, or is it just your basic type of Switch type of box?
It comes with a steel case and it comes with a regular case. and then it comes with the special edition stuff. So it's in a bigger case. It's got like lithographs. It's got a whole bunch of shit. I got the the special edition one. So
I always support those type of physical releases if they're gonna go above and beyond. I think like Night Trap had a nice Sega CD looking case.
I say I was gonna get Night Trap, but then I didn't have the cash for it. I'll tell you what I did get though, but just the game. I didn't get the special edition of it. Quake. I got the Quake for Switch on special edition or on limited run.
It had a physical case.
Yeah. I think it's still available. I think you can still buy it if you want.
Well, I mean, I downloaded the game. Either way, I don't know if I want the case, but that's fucking badass. I didn't know they had a case for Quake.
Well, like I said, it's limited run, so it's not produced by Nintendo or any of that.
No, yeah, limited run does a whole lot of good packages.
Oh yeah, they do great stuff. I like the shit out of limited run. I'm willing to support them, all the way until the wheels fall off, so to speak, because I support the idea of the fact that they're physical media forever. Their tagline is forever physical.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
So, have you heard anywhere in the pipeline when GW is going to start hyping up its next two codexes?
No. Right now they're in full Black Templar mode.
From what I've been hearing, they've been hyping up some Stormcast stuff recently.
Yeah, they have. They just put out an email on the newsletter today saying like, meet the God General, second in command. But I don't care.
It's AOS.
It's not to dismiss AOS or anything like that. It's just that I don't care about the Stormcast Eternals. I only give a shit about the fucking Soul Blight vampires because they're fucking cool.
Like, I honestly want to know if that prediction map is right and it's GSC and Custodes.
I would probably bet on it. It probably will be. I'm just annoyed.
It's not even.
I'm annoyed with the fact that Custodians are getting a fucking codex before the Guard or anyone else.
Thank you.
More important.
Thank you.
Fuck the Custodians.
They are doing just fine. The Guard need it more.
Yep. Third from the bottom in tournament meta right now. The only ones who are doing worse are Imperial Fists and some lunatic who brought a fucking Titan to tournaments.
Which doesn't end well.
No, you're putting 2,000 points in a single fucking model. Come on. It doesn't matter if everyone's going to be having only fucking strength 3. You're only toughness 8. Someone could take 200 las guns and take down your fucking Titan. I'm sorry, but it'll happen.
A barrage of Magna Rail rifles from Tau.
I'm saying las guns. Just fucking las guns. You don't need anything else.
Hey. I'll take my strength 9 heavy rail rifles any day. And I said Magna Rail rifle. It's a upgrade.
I would so table you with my Guard. I'd table you with my orcs.
Keep those orcs away from me.
All I gotta say is that what I'm working on right now, the model I'm working on, my bike. Yeah, I just need to get within 18 inches, which is not that hard. And yeah, 60 shots. Wounding Tau on 3s.
Nope.
And I can increase the AP if I declare a speed walk.
Would it be possible for you two to play via cameras?
Not cameras, no, that'd be a little too rough. You'd kind of need to be able to see spacing between models.
The best way right now for us to play would be TTS.
Yeah, tabletop
But
simulator.
considering a flight to Toronto is round trip, maybe $400, I'd be able to get by with that.
Yeah, so.
And I'm dead serious.
Donkey could make a trip down to Chicago here.
I'm going to wait until the South End stops shooting.
We don't live in the South End. It's fine. We live in the West End. I mean, the West Side used to be bad, but now it's the South Side.
Yeah, we don't live where Tim Pool used to fucking skateboard around and play guitar. Oh shit! It's not all bad. There's areas where you can go.
Yeah.
You know? Come on.
I wouldn't mind. Also, I have figured out a cheap and inexpensive way to actually ensure I can transport models. Take magnetic strips that are cuttable with self-adhesive on one side, stick them on the underside of the models, then just put metal plates in clamping plastic containers.
That's usually how people transport models at tournaments, because you can just take a cookie sheet. You plop your models on a cookie sheet, and they're magnetized to it, so they're not going to go anywhere. The only problem with me, though, is that
exactly.
Orcs, not all of them are on bases. The truck, not on a base. The battle wagon, not on a base. Mech gun, not on a base.
And that's why I'm using magnetic self-adhesive stuff, because the only things I have that wouldn't work so well with little coin-shaped magnets would be my Russes. But I could 2 strips to the underside of the tracks, and there you go.
Yeah. There's also these self-adhesive things that are like non-slip surfaces. They're like little rubberized mats. You can use those too.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a difference between non-slip and temporarily or semi-bound to the thing it's holding.
Well, no, I mean,
that's why I would prefer magnetism.
You put it on like a cookie sheet, and it's like a rubberized mat that none of the models are gonna move. The only time when you're gonna see them move is if you turn the tray upside down. And even then, if you don't have magnets on your tanks, which you wouldn't, they're still gonna fall over even on like a cookie sheet.
That's it. I'm just trying to find a plastic container tall enough to hold my knight.
I like the fact that all of my orcs right now can fit in the case that I bought. The case that I bought is a backpack. Straight up a backpack.
Sweet.
So technically speaking, I could carry around 2 armies. I've got all of my orcs in the backpack, and then I've got all of my Imperial Guard in a wheeled carry case with a telescoping handle. Like a suitcase.
Right now, I'd need to get any of my armies to 2K.
Oh shit, it's 8:30. I didn't realize. I'll put one more color on and then we'll call it. I'm not even sure how many or how much all of my orcs are. I still need to get 2 more knobs to finish out the knob squad.
Well, how aggressively I'm going at the POW, I'm expecting to have 4,000 points come spring.
Aren't they going to be?
That's one thing that'll surprise you with POW.
What, variety?
No, the fact that the points just sneak up on you.
Oh.
I mean, 3 crisis suits can run you, in some cases, over 200 points if you go all out on them.
Well, to be fair, 30 boys is well over 200 something points. It's 260 something.
260?
I think so.
Wait, you said you're gonna call it already?
Where do they start? 8 apiece?
Been over an hour, I mean.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they start at 8 apiece, don't they?
I think 9 now.
Then you'll be looking at 270 just in the orcs before you get into any big shooters or any of that.
I wouldn't take any big shooters in 30 boys. 30 boys, it's purely for choppas.
You know what I meant. 270 would be bare bone.
Yeah.
More if the knob is on his own worth more.
He's not, but any warrior you give the knob is more. I think it's 10 points for a power claw.
Fucking
So you'd be looking at 280 points for a full go with the power claw and the knob.
Hold on, I was right about to have this soliloquy about how I managed to fucking make a case about Batman and not have to deal with Hammer, but all of a sudden...
How's it going, Hammer?
So I guess this means I don't get to join you on Wednesday, sir.
Hey, Quiz, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
I thought the idea is that you haven't streamed with me in a while, so I figured the sooner the better. Did you just want to be on the show? Is that what it was? You don't really care about me. It's not about me. You just want to be on the show.
It's not about you, Hammer. God.
I was more interested in chatting up with the lovely Jen, but that's
She's mine. Okay.
Well, hey, you know what? Sometimes, look, I'm trying to play the field here, sir. God damn it!
Jen has a lot of admirers. I'll tell you that. Oh, of course, the phone will ring.
And don't get me started on that Terry.
I'll be right back.
I'm sure Terry has a lot of admirers too.
Terry's something. Fucking Austin guy. Oh shit. Okay, let me so let's pretend that Hammer didn't show up. I was gonna say, haha. So, Hammer sits there and says, "Hey, Adam, why don't we settle this Batman gif on quizzes night?" And I said, "You know what? We shouldn't bother quiz on Monday night because he has enough to deal with. Let me join you on Wednesday." And Hammer was like, "Nah, we're gonna do it on Monday." And we almost got through the whole stream. That's why I said, "Holy shit, it's been an hour." I was almost in the clear.
Almost in the clear.
Weird random question.
No.
What's up?
What's the vehicle in the GSC start collecting? Is it a Ridge Runner or a Galore?
I believe it's a Ridge Runner. Let me see.
God damn it, that brings up shit.
Ridge Runner.
The Ridge Runner is statistically my favorite vehicle in GSC.
Ridge Runner is the best vehicle for the GSC, bar none. Period. You don't ask how many Ridge Runners you take in a GSC list. You take as many as you can possibly cram into a GSC list.
9 of them.
Yes. All with heavy mining lasers.
I like the heavy mortar.
Let's see here. Start collecting Gene Stealer cults. Yep.
It's an icon for
It's an Achilles Ridge Runner.
I wanted to.
Comes with Neophyte hybrids, an Icon Ward, Acolyte hybrids, and a Achilles Ridge Runner.
Oh, it comes with both of their troops?
Yeah. Comes with
5 of each or 10 of each?
10. Comes with a lot of models. Oh, wait, no. 1 10 and 1 5.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Welcome back, Hammer.
Thank you. Hey. My microphone doesn't have a mute button. I used to have a Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
It has a mute button on it, real easy to take care of, but I didn't know how to mute myself on Discord because I never use Discord very often. So I was like, how do I? Screw it, I'll just drop out. Sorry about that.
So there's a little icon down next to the where you look at the bottom.
Oh, right. I remember now.
You know, honestly, sir, it's fantastic chatting with you, but we were about to close out the show, so I don't know if there's anything that we can add to it. So
that's okay. Stop in and say hi. I don't think I've ever actually been on one of your streams, have I, Quiz?
I think you have, but it's been a while.
Have I?
It's been a long
Yeah, it's been a bit.
Didn't you start this zoo? Aren't you like didn't you put the shovel in the ground?
I think Sanguine actually was the first one.
Nah, it was me.
It was Hammer? All right.
Yeah, it was me.
I know Eeyore was there.
Long ago.
First stream, I believe, was Reject, Hammer, myself, and Poppy.
Yeah, well, Reject was sitting in the back, with the pastries, and she was sitting there like, you know what? Nobody's gonna get these ever.
Especially that guy Adam.
Especially that guy Adam. She said, you know what? Every time Adam brings it up, I'm gonna dig it in him. I'm like, you know what? These are tasty pastries, and you don't get any.
Yeah. She's just sitting there with all the donuts. Just bogarting the donuts, man. You can't get them.
From day one.
Yep.
Hammer's sitting there digging out the ditch for the new Minions Zoo, and
This is really Reject's idea. We were just chatting, and she's like, "Why don't we do a live stream?" And I was like, "Well, I've never done a live stream." She says, "I don't care. Go do it right now." And she was like very demanding. I was like, "All right. I have no idea what we're doing, but let's go ahead and try it."
Get to work.
That's the story of how the Minions.
Really.
Yeah.
She named the group too. She named us Minions. I didn't have anything to do with that.
I think she ran it past everyone.
4 years?
Yeah, I think about. Yeah.
Holy crap, man! 4 years.
May even be 5. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, might even. Go back, look at the channel, and see when the first one came out. And we were together in Discord like a good 6 months before that. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be 5 this year, right?
Well, it would have been 5 because we started in August.
Yeah, I don't know. Once they started doling out Common Core, I stopped doing math. So, whatever.
I think that's everything for the base coats. I need to do orange on the symbol there on the gas tank. And then I think that's all done. And then I need to do orange on the fire symbol there and the fire symbol there. I don't need to paint the skull because it's going to be against the bike. Alright, the bike's almost done. I think I can get that done tomorrow. And then it's on to the Rucka truck. And then it's on to all the 30 boys. Ugh. Still not done with all of those. What's that?
And that is a big part of why this time around I'm not going to buy 30 Fire Warriors at once.
Yeah, buy 10 at a time. Paint them, get done, and then buy your next ones. And I went and did the same thing with my guard. I bought I had 30 guard before I started collecting for 8th edition. And then I went through, painted a whole bunch of them, bought 2 start collectings, and then by the time I bought the 3rd, I already had 50 guardsmen painted. So, yeah, It works if you just keep at it. That's all it is, just keeping at it. Well, everyone, we've been your Minions of the Zoo. Thank y'all for coming out. We've been on for a bit longer than I intended. I think we're almost up to 2 hours, aren't we?
We started at 8, right?
Oh yeah, started at 8. Oh no, it's only been like...
Started at 8, it's 15 minutes.
It's been an hour.
Yeah, it's only been an hour.
Not even.
Yeah,
Not even.
46 minutes, 7 seconds.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, if we're cutting it close because Hammer joined on, he doesn't want to have this massive debate
Well,
about
okay.
Batman. That's on you. I'm
not
the one.
Gamer Valine in chat just said you want to hear me rage about the new Batman. Truth be told, I'm not all that angry about it right now. If it turns out to be like egregiously bad, I might do a stream or like a video on my channel about it. But yeah, it's right now he does.
Patterson?
Yeah, the was it Pattinson? Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't look that bad as Batman, so time will tell. I'm a bit more open-minded when it comes to Batman. A lot of people, blow it way out of proportion when it comes to whether or not they think, so-and-so is a good Batman or a good Joker. I've said a million times I'm an apologist for Suicide Squad. I thought it was a pretty okay movie. It's no...
On your side with that.
It's no, Assault on Arkham. Assault on Arkham was clearly better, but it's.
I like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so did I. I say it like I said.
Movie.
I think Assault on Arkham was better, and I think the new Suicide Squad by James Gunn is even better.
Well, hold on, Quiz. Are you running
I've
from
heard
Hammer's
good things about
interpretation
the
of...
second go at Suicide Squad.
What was that, Adam?
I was just saying, it looks like a discussion is opening up. A scab has been ripped open. I don't know.
And say,
Let's
Gamer
talk about
Valine
these,
said, looks like edgy boy, so edgy. That's the thing, man. I've for looks, when it comes to that kind of stuff, I'm really, really lenient. So long as they've got the spirit of the character correct. Because Batman's dark and brooding, and kind of already emo, right? So I'm okay with it. It's just, again, the major area where it will fall down for me is if they just have him acting out of character. Because then it's not Batman, it's a fan fiction.
I'd like to hear Hammer's input, since he just so graciously joined us recently.
Yeah,
for the new one?
The images for the new one, yeah.
No, I want your input on Michael Keaton as Batman.
Okay, we can talk about both if Quiz wants to give us the time. But as far as the new Batman, I saw the trailer. I actually watched it twice because I wanted to make sure I got in, because you're going to miss stuff if you watch it once.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any problem with it except for the Robert Pattinson himself, because Batman is really supposed to be a pretty imposing person. He's supposed to be a physical presence. You want to just, it's like having your Pat in the room. Everyone knows that's a big guy. You know, don't screw with that guy.
Oh,
Robert
fuck
Pattinson's
that.
a boy.
All you have to do with, look, I love your boy Pat. Don't get me wrong, Patty, I love you. But all you have to do is toss a fucking bag of candy corn. He's docile.
I mean, yeah, you can get him.
That was a joke. That was a joke, and that was, sidestep Patty.
You better watch out, man. He'll come up here to Chicago and toss you around like a dwarf.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. But continue, sir. Hammer.
Yeah, but I mean, the new one, the only thing I have a problem with, all the imagery I saw looks pretty good. It seems like very typical DC. And I like the effects and the little bit of the fight scenes that you got to see in the trailer. But the casting of Robert Pattinson is the only thing I really have a problem with. He is not an imposing figure. He's thin and light, and he's not, I would be scared of him. And I think that's a key element to what Batman's all about. His whole life, his whole idea behind everything is fear. Everything is based on fear. And you don't fear that guy. I don't. Even Keaton was more fearful.
To be fair, Batman uses things like, the darkness, the shadows, and the fear of the unknown, sweeping and attacking the thugs in the middle of the night when they don't know or can't quite see it. He's a ninja. You can say the big, imposing, threatening, intimidating Batman can be a way, but the thin, lithe, and ninja-like Batman, it could work.
Is Batman portrayed as a big guy in the comic books?
Sometimes.
So they give him every once in a while, depending on who the artist is, it gets kind of waif-like a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Thin and
yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Because I'm just going mostly by the movies.
Yeah. Have you seen the trailer for the Injustice? They just
the cartoons
put out the cartoon DC animation. I gotta say is fucking far and beyond anything that the studio doing. But Injustice, Injustice is they just released like a little clip where Superman comes in and says, "Hey, Batman, I want you to be on my side," and Batman's like, "No, fuck you," and it is honestly like that's a Batman, he's no, we don't. You killed somebody, even though it was a Joker. You still killed him. You can't do that,
And so you should read the comics. The comics are really good.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love them all. That's what I mean. Like DC animation is good as opposed to the live action. That's why I like Dark Knight Return, or not Dark Knight. The Dark Knight, the animated bit.
Yeah, Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say in talking about that, Hammer, that's where you can see a really big and burly and intimidating Batman is in The Dark Knight Returns. That's Polly's favorite comic, and he's the Batman depicted by Frank Miller there is huge. He is bodybuilder, making Arnold Schwarzenegger look tiny. That kind of massive. But something like, say, Long Halloween. He's athletic. He's not, bodybuilder stacked muscle, or anything like that. But yeah, he's.
Well, as far as movies are concerned, Pattinson is smaller than Keaton.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, Clooney was big. Affleck was big. Was big. And Kilmer was fairly big. He's bigger than Keaton. So it just seems like this guy is really small compared to everybody else.
See, Valine said one thing here about he's the right height, wrong build for Pattinson. See, that's the thing. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be good or bad as Batman, because
wait, who's wrong height, wrong build?
Oh, that's Pattinson for Batman. Right height, wrong build. But see, here's the thing, right? I thought Ben Affleck looked cool as Batman and as Bruce Wayne. He was very much the style of Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns Batman. And I said as much on Twitter. He looks very much like Dark Knight Returns. The problem with those movies was that they gave him literally nothing to do. He looked the part. He didn't act the part.
That's that George Lucas curse, you know.
Yeah.
It's they got the right actors, but for some reason, you know, fucking director was like, "Hey, Sam Jackson, why don't you tell him you are not supposed to be you are going to be arrested and put." Yeah, that's not how you're supposed to work with Sam Jackson, sir. It's quite the opposite. Yeah, the bad direction will tear your movie apart.
Yeah.
Let's just
And
put that there.
again, this is only the trailer, so it's too early to tell. I'm willing to give it a shot. They fumble it though. I won't go back and see a sequel.
As long as the Riddler's not acting like Jim Carrey, I think I'm.
You know, see, that's the thing, man. That was totally miscast. If Jim Carrey would have been the Joker, that would have been an interesting rendition of the character.
Would have been an interesting Joker. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't Carrie a bit too campy?
Holy shit, Eeyore's still here. I'm sorry.
Isn't he a bit too campy to do a Joker in that era?
No, he was too campy for anything.
You got to remember, this is that Batman Return, or no, was it Batman Returns?
Begins.
Batman Begins.
Yeah, Batman. No.
It was Batman Returns. No. Batman Returns was the second.
Right.
Batman Forever. That was the name of it. Batman Forever.
Was it Forever?
Yeah, it was
I don't
Forever.
blame you for freaking that one. That was a bad one.
Yeah, Batman Forever was the one with Kilmer and Jim Carrey and
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that you got to remember that was Joel Schumacher era. That wasn't Tim Burton Batman. So he wasn't going for like this gritty hyper stylized realism that Tim Burton was going for with Batman and Batman Returns. Batman Forever was very much a more campy movie than the previous two Batmans.
You're
So
going to get campy with Jim Carrey, so you don't really have a choice.
yeah, I would say you're going to get it as either the Riddler or the Joker, and I think he would have been a way better Joker. So.
Yeah, with that face, yeah, absolutely could have been a much better Joker.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know, because at the end of the day, it's still just going to be Jim Carrey. It's going to be fucking Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey.
Don't kill him. You won't learn nothing.
Fuck Canadians, dude.
I say the other one, the worst in my opinion, it wasn't Jim Carrey in that movie. It was fucking Tommy Lee Jones. Talk about a waste of Two-Face.
Yeah, no, Tommy Lee Jones.
That was such a terrible version of Two-Face. Oh my god, it was awful.
He was literally like the clown. Like, hey, go on stage, just go and laugh. I'm Two-Face. I got a coin. It was a good guy.
Yeah, no.
You know who is worse is Arnold Schwarzenegger as fucking.
Well, yeah.
Everybody,
Mr. Freeze,
chill.
And fucking Uma Thurman. Ugh, she has such a butterface. Ugh. I do not find that woman attractive, so no, she is not Poison Ivy. Thank you very fucking much.
Yeah, if you can get past the face, her body is amazing.
Her body's pretty good, but oh my god, she's butt ugly.
She was in what was that Baron Munchausen movie where she was topless?
Don't know.
Holy moly, she comes up out of a huge clam. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
And she's got like this wayfish kind of toga, and it covers over her shoulder. It goes between her breasts and down past her hip, and the clam covers the bottom part of her, but the top of it's just boobs. And holy mackerel, girl is built.
Yeah, I'm not gonna knock her body, but oh my god, is she ugly. Yeah, she is not Poison Ivy. She's not who I would cast as Poison Ivy. You know who I would cast as Poison Ivy? The lady who did Galadriel in Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Okay.
I would agree to that.
Isn't Poison Ivy a redhead?
Yes.
Yep.
Uma Thurman's not a redhead.
I'm just I know, of course. But I was just trying to think of
The
who
name you were looking for is Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett, yes.
I was thinking maybe a natural redhead that is already an actress. Do we know of any? The only person I could think of was the girl who played in Castle, Molly something.
Hold on, a natural redhead?
Yeah, natural redhead.
Yeah,
I know, in Hollywood.
Wait.
It would have to be a black person, actually, but...
In Castle? Are you talking about Stana Katic?
No, that was his girlfriend, kind of, but the girl who played his daughter.
Oh, her! Okay, yeah.
Molly something?
I don't remember.
I don't know if that was her character name or if that was her actual name.
The only natural redhead I can think of is Ron Howard's daughter. What's her name?
Oh yeah,
and Ron Howard.
She was in the Village, right?
Yeah, she was in
Bryce Dallas Bryce Howard something. Is that her name?
Yep.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, it works.
I think.
To bring it back around, did you know that in the game Arkham City, Batman Arkham City, Stana Katic, the woman who played Kate Beckett in Castle, is the voice of Catwoman?
Oh,
wow, really?
Yes. And
Molly Quinn.
She did great.
Is the girl,
as,
the redhead I was talking about.
As Catwoman, by the way, she was fantastic.
Look. Can we all agree we need more redheads in this field?
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone has to hire Weibo.
Well, the problem with Weibo is the fact that she could play a hobbit, she could play a dwarf.
Oh man! Oh man! That's terrible, dude.
Hey man, when I
terrible.
When I went over to her house, okay, I'd heard stories about how short she was, and of course, seeing Eve again, I always had to look up at Eve. But then I was shocked when Weibo walked out of her apartment, standing in the corridor there, and I had to look up at Eve and down to Weibo.
Hold on, is it bad that her apartment is the underground apartment?
True, yeah. It did kind of look like a hobbit hole. It really did.
You guys are terrible. You're terrible.
Okay, let's put it this way. Adam had to look down to Weibo.
Yeah. But
then again, what is Adam? 5'6"?
Dwarves look down on hobbits anyway, so let's not be.
What was that, Eeyore?
And Adam is what, 5'6"?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. I am 5'6".
I think he's a little shorter than that, but.
No, I am 5'6".
Oh, you are?
Yep, that's what Eeyore said.
I'm taller than Eve. I always wanted to meet Eve and call her Shorty because I'm taller than she is.
Oh no, she's a giant.
She's 6'1", right?
I think so.
She is massive. She is massive.
I'm 6'3", so I'm taller than she is.
Damn.
So I always wanted to, when I saw her in person, if I ever get a chance to meet her, if I ever get in a position where I can travel, I wanted to meet Eve and just like call her Shorty to her face because she's taller than almost everybody, but she's not taller than me.
Well, hopefully she's wearing flats and
yeah, because she wears heels, she will tower over you.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I like tall women.
Yeah.
My current girlfriend is 5'9.5". And for Pennsylvania, especially Northeast Pennsylvania, she's a giant compared to the women here because all the women here are shorties.
It sounds like I need to move to Pennsylvania.
It's weird. I have a house in Virginia, and I worked there for a long time, and women were much taller there than they are here.
So that's where you can meet tall women, huh?
No, if you want to meet a tall woman, it's not going to be in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, there's nothing but short women here. They're all shaped like pears.
I'm okay with pear shaped, just so long as it's in the right proportions,
Yeah, pears are pretty good. I like
but yeah, typical height around here. Well, I've been living here for 15 years. The typical height around here, I would say, is about 5'5" or 5'6". for women. Yeah. But I met my girlfriend in Virginia, and she moved up here with me.
Still a tall pair. I mean, you know, yeah, I like short women too.
Well, I said the average. They're certainly shorter.
Average. I like the average too.
My girlfriend's best friend is 5 foot even.
All right, guys. Well,
Anyway.
it's been over an hour. I figure it's about time we close up the zoo. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank you, Hammer, for showing up. I didn't
pleasure.
expect you to.
Dude, he came running in the alley with the fucking folding chair. This is crazy. On down the alley. Here he comes, Hammer with a chair.
Hardcore. But yeah, we've been your Minions of the Zoo. Thank y'all for coming out, watching some paint dry. Be sure to watch tomorrow where Skep Tock is the host. And yeah, take care, everyone. The zoo is closed.
Night.